Cutting your monthly bills is your first step, is where financial gurus like Dave Ramsey will start you within his baby steps. We need to eliminate bills. Bills are negative income by default, and it is impossible to live under your means when you have overwhelming bills. Just as you cannot outwork a bad diet, you cannot outwork a bad budget. We can get rid of cars or pay off cars to remove car payments, pay off credit cards to remove debt from our lives. Easier said than done. So how about everyday options we can make to live like no one else? 70 to 75% of millennials are living paycheck to paycheck. Super disheartening to hear. So where can we make up with this spending? According to the census, 30 to 35% of consumer spending is on housing, 15% on transport, 10 to 15% on food, 10% on insurance and pension, 5% on healthcare, 3 to 5% on apparel and service. You can see where the largest money sinks are. Food and transport are the easiest places to cut your spending and make up 30%. The Bureau of Labor estimates Americans spend around $135 on food a week. This number sounds reasonable, but it is too high. We must make sacrifices to see the fruits of our labor. I spend $18 a week on food for my two-person house. Before I got stringent on money, I was spending around $75. Proverbs 21:20 tells us in the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil, but a foolish man devours all he has. Do not eat your last dollar. Spending less on food is as easy as simplifying your diet and making a routine out of the grocery store. When Dave Ramsey speaks to couples trying to get out of debt, the first thing he tells them to return to the beans and rice, the rice and beans. To cut our cost of transport out of our 15%, we need to focus on spending cash upfront for affordable, used cars. Credit Karma suggests the average car payment is $563. Paying this for 3 years will kill you financially. You could be buying beater cars costing $3,000 to $5,000 and getting basic insurance so you can have as much free cash as possible. Now, how do we live like no one else? If you made $50,000 a year and invest just the 30% you have to cut from your spending, you'd be investing $15,000 a year. Your $15,000 a year in a mutual fund or index with an average return, your money would double after just 6 years. With dividends being reinvested in compound interest, this money would be exponential in growth. And in the same amount of time, if you continue to invest the same amount of money year to year, you'd be sitting on $151,000. This is nearly enough to buy you a house, all at the cost of a fancy toy and eating out. It should also be highlighted that it is also important to cut excess spending on areas not related to these, cutting purchases on materialistic things that are not needed. These are things such as Amazon splurging, toys, non-necessities, etc. Minimalism creates more money for assets. Buying assets will give you so much financial freedom, so that from a little bit of large sacrifice, you can live like no one else, the way everyone else dreams. Not by having a large amount of money, not by having a lot of money, but by using that little amount more efficiently. What is the best way to live like no one else? Assuming you do not want to be a sitting duck for inflation in a savings account, your money must be making money. With so many options in modern day, you can create income out of your saved money at ease. The least that you owe yourself is to buy shares at SPY or Dow Jones. My personal goal is to create as much income out of dividends that I can pay my monthly bills just using this cash. Dave Ramsey has said that every dollar has a mission, and he has been a large inspiration of my philosophy of money. Combining his simple common sense tactics with larger public investors like Mr. Wonderful and Warren Buffett has helped me create my own investing philosophy I would love to share. The message I would like to share is not to eat scraps and walk to work. I want to show the importance of budgeting to invest for more. If 15% of your income is going into cars or food, you are doing it all wrong, and your money is in the wrong pocketbooks.